What's going on, you guys? How you doing out there in this wonderful world that we all reside in? Welcome to Ophiuchus and me, Tarot. I appreciate you for being here. If you like, share, comment, subscribe, or any of those great things for me in this channel and its growth, I appreciate you. And today is Saturday, September 10th, 2022. And on Saturdays, myself, recognize Saturday as being the Sabbath. And I enjoy reading the Bible. I love God, so on and so forth. So I like, bring in different tarot cards. Sometimes I'll just use those. But today I'm going to do it normal. The 3 sets. And there goes a telephone call trying to break up the momentum. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I answer the phone, and it's a whole bunch of rumbling on the phone. Nobody's saying anything. Okay. I don't like disruptions, but I deal with them. Anyway, so, sometimes I use those tarot that have biblical meanings and so on and so forth. A lot of Hebrew words and whatnot. Sometimes I use it. Sometimes I use them first, and sometimes I use them at the end. Today I'm going to use them at the end. I'm going to do a regular tarot reading. Still 3 decks, but I'm going to use that one as the last deck, like I did it when I first started using them. So if that part isn't your thing, I get it, and hopefully you get a message in it somewhere. If you're new to Ophiuchus and me, I appreciate you for stopping by today. I do daily reads here on Ophiuchus and me, and hope you like, hope you stay, hope you enjoy. That goes for all of you. And these are Angel Guide Oracle cards. And so I believe, like I said, in God, and I believe in angels. And so let's see what we get. And I'm pretty anxious about going outside. I haven't been outside yet. I just woke up and got finished doing my reading and stuff. So, and I'm going to do this video, then go outside, and then come in and have a bite to eat, and go back to my reading. So, hope you all are having a wonderful day today. And if you do recognize the Saturday as being the Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom to you. And let's see what this Saturday brings us. Oh, let me just do it one more time because my hands were going in that direction. So let's go for it. All right. Okay. Opportunity and change is on the horizon for you or us or however, whatever. Let's see what that says. I accept opportunity and change all the time. Okay, let's see. Okay, there it is. So, I love her wings. It's so beautiful. Okay. And a little bird in her hand. Okay, how cute. So it says, your message. As one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. Your angels are drawing close to support you in making the changes that you need to make to attract opportunities and abundance. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginning you are seeking is unfolding now. If you're hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular project, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown, but it will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings and gifts and what's important to you. Your guardian angel is waiting to guide you through the doorway of opportunity that is being offered to you now. It also says here, an extended message. You are in a time of change and opportunity. Whether this involves a new role, career, opportunity, relationship, child, or project, know that it is blessed by God and the angels. This is an exciting time, and if you have apprehensions, know that this card is reassuring you that you are being supported by the divine. If you ask angels to lead the way, you will be guided by signs, intuition, and instinct. Move forward fearlessly, as this is a blessed time for you. So, if you believe in God and the angels, they have your back. They are here for support all the time. Right? So, let me turn this down just a little bit over here. My daughter took my speaker, so I just have my little phone. Excuse me, I just like background noise. Like I don't have any problem with speaking or anything like that, but I just like something to kind of bounce off of from time to time. So, yeah. Creativity, anything of change, a new job, thinking about family, life, whatever, however, it's here for you. So, I'm going to start with these. I don't think I used these yesterday, and they have the door. So the door of opportunity. When one door closes, another opens. That's what she said, literally, right? So when one door closes, another opens, So if things were on the negative side, hopefully things will turn and be on the positive side now. Right? So, I hope for the best for everyone in all circumstances and situations. But it starts with you, Everyone else can't pray for you before you pray for yourself, So, at the end of it, it's really you and God. Prayers do work, yes, but if you don't believe in them, what's the point of everyone else praying, So, yeah. Let's get it. Let's see what we have for you guys. So I will incorporate that that different deck at the end, and I'll just pull 3 cards instead of 6, and I'll kind of read in the book because they have long descriptions of what each card means, and kind of top it off with that. So let's see what we have for you on this here Saturday. Okay, what is at the bottom? There you go. Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting and turning and changing for you. And we speak about Wheel of Fortune. Well, fortune is money, guys. Okay. Here, 8 of Cups. So you have walked away from something and on your way to something else. Like I keep saying in all the other readings, like you're looking for this beauty. You didn't walk away from this beauty. You're walking towards it. Okay. Yeah. That new beginning, that fiery rod is theirs, is yours, You have the torch now. The torch was passed to you, and the 4x4 or whatever, however, it's passed to you. Now go, Why do I laugh? Because she's back. You are fierce. Don't be afraid to let people know who you are and what you believe. Stand in your truth. Keep doing your research. Don't let people cut you down. And they don't. They can't. Because you're balanced. You allow people to say their piece, whatever. Say whatever you like, you know, from all over the world. I welcome you, you know. But seriously, the world is about completion, you know. So you walked away, you're completely balanced. The Fool came out like this, so I'm going to take it like this. The Ace of Wands, it's like you're not going to just jump into anything, okay? That's just not what it's about. Opportunity and doors and all types of things are open, but you're not just going to jump into any door. I'm going to bring this down so we can see now. You're not going to just jump into any door. You've learned too much. You've learned way too much. So with that being said, the Knight of Cups. You are waiting for love to come find you. You're not out running looking for it. And you're not a deceptive being, and you're not wanting to be involved with any of that. And so therefore, you may not see something coming. You may be blinded by a couple of facts or something like that. But there is a decision that you do have to make. And so by you being blinded and not seeing something, well, I think that's why you always take your time. I think that's why that Knight of Pentacles always comes up. But here you have the Five of Pentacles. Even though you're balanced and you take your time and things are coming up and wrapping up and things are changing in your life, I think once upon a time you felt like you were going to be left out, you know, or like things weren't going to prosper for you or something like that. Because you've always came across situations that weren't good for you. But you learned how to like step into your power and step into this place of confidence. Not only learning how to speak it, but also doing it. Actions speak louder than the words. So, you know, you're like, I have to put this, you know, this course of action to action and be exactly who I say I am, you know. So things will become balanced, or they've already started to become balanced in your life because of the things that you decided to move on. Now here's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So that is like the new start that maybe you haven't come across yet because you maybe felt blinded by something that wasn't clear or something like that. So maybe you felt like you needed to, I don't know, kind of dig a little deeper or something of that nature, to see what things were about around you. Like I said, there's a lot of different, or okay, here's the King of Wands, or if this has something to do with love, well, still, you maybe did not allow this new beginning to begin right away because you were apprehensive about different things, and there's some things that you do not see or understand quite, you know, so you didn't allow it right off top, you know, you didn't just jump into anything with anybody, like I said. So you are definitely being the magician in that right, just by being who you are. You are I just heard the jack of all trades. Like, you are a great chameleon. You are the empress. You are everything. You know how to speak well, speak up for yourself. But people kind of, I guess, were walking over that in a sense because you didn't show, like, you didn't show up and show out on people. You just kind of let them know without showing and telling them too much. But you see, people need to see things to believe things, you know. And so, you know, you're also kind-hearted at the same time. So, like I said, you speak differently than most people, so they take your kindness for weakness, you see. And so, you know, you have to, like I said, be this magician and kind of show people that you are capable of more than what they see you to be capable of, you know, or what they known you to be capable of. You know, like, they really don't know you, you know, because you only allow certain aspects of yourself to be seen. So, this is the second deck, guys. Let's see what we get. So, yeah, this King of Wands matched with your Queen of Wands. You may like his style or something like that. But like I said, it's something that you didn't see, that you were probably waiting for to see. And so you didn't allow this new change to just begin just because. You know, you're like, I still need to feel you out a little bit, you know. I used to be afraid about being left out in the cold and so on and so forth, but I know better now. You know, I have my own doors that, you know, I can open and whatnot. I don't need someone else to open them for me. And I don't mean in a, you know, chivalry type way, like, oh, let the man open the door for you. I don't mean like that, you know. I mean, like, you know, you are in control of your own destiny to a certain degree. You know, you still have your own life, you know, and things are there for you. And he has things that are there for him. He can't. I mean, he could be a possible middleman to a doorway, but still, you have to still walk your way through it. I mean, unless we're talking about, I mean, you know, I mean, I guess there probably are still things like that out there in certain industries, you know. You know, you just mouth, you know, like, oh, I need this person to, you know, I need this person to get in over here and get this job. Well, I mean, I'm still quite sure that this person has to have some sort of, you know, special abilities or qualities to still, you know, do a certain job. So, I mean, still, it's you that's going to get yourself in that door, ultimately, at the end of the day. So, you can't just say, oh, I want to go, you know, be a technician, and you don't know anything about it, you know. Now, if you know something about it and you know some people that know some people, well, okay, well, maybe they can help you get in, but still, ultimately, at the end of it all, it was you that got yourself in because you had this skill. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Anyway, I used to have an ex-husband that used to tell me all the damn time I made no sense. And I'm like, what am I saying now? I just rambling? I mean, golly, gee whiz, it seems like I'm making sense to me as I'm speaking, you know. That was just him trying to belittle me, you know, constantly. I got tired of that, you know. And I eventually just left. Like, you know what? I don't got this damn far in my life. I don't need this. So, however the case, guys. Second deck. What's at the bottom? Chaos. And chaos is the Tower. So, like I said, multiple things have fallen apart, but at the same time, new things need to be built after towers fall down. Excuse me. You are beautiful. You are a very beautiful being. And angels are all around, you know, and they want you to recognize that, you know, you have come this far, not by yourself, right? Father of air, which is King of Swords. So maybe you have someone that is literally just like you, you know, and they talk, but you haven't seen this action yet, or something like that. What is this? So here, this is the devil. Torment. I haven't even seen this card yet in this deck. So, interesting. The devil. The father of confusion. Okay. So, like I said, it's something that you haven't seen yet in this person. Seven of Cups. This is the options, or there's one special individual. So, the first card was you walked away because you felt like you were left out. But you got justice because you realized that you deserved one cup instead of multiple cups are being put in an option pile of some sort. And that devil there, I'm going to say that the devil is there because we have this deception here. So I don't know if that's like this King of Swords, you know, like in your life that was trying to keep certain things hidden, and that's why you didn't see certain things. And so it left you in a state of confusion. What's at the bottom? We have the Ace of Air, which is the Ace of Swords. So you don't like confusion. You like truth. You want to know the truth. And this person's actions weren't aligning with their words. Okay? And so you walked away from this individual. Maybe you're just separated from them or something like that right now. Because you just didn't see something that you were looking for in them. You know, like they spoke well, or, you know, they seemed to be this honest person, and, you know, that you can align with them to a certain degree. But by you being so balanced and knowing who you are, you see what I'm saying? You didn't just go for the okie doke and fall into this temptation of being with someone or whatever. And so you didn't give it a new opportunity. You walked away because you saw something that was a little off. And you were blinded by that. You know, and still blinded by, you know, just like their presence or something like that. Their presence in terms of just like how they showed up, you know. Wow. I'm just going, before I get the other deck, guys, I want to just kind of top it off real quick so I can see what's going on here. But that's what it really seems like. It just seems like you were an option. And you deserve a little bit more than that. And I think your angels are trying to get you to understand that you deserve more than that. There are going to be other opportunities in your life that will present themselves to you in all forms of all forms. You know, not just relationships. And this could even not be a relationship at the same time. It could be something related to a job. And, you know, you're like, or someone that told you that they'd get you a job or something, right? Because I was talking about that. So they could have been all this talk, but they never showed up, never, you know, showed what type of magic they could really do, you know? And, you know, it was just like, really? You know, you're like all the rest of them. You're no different. You didn't get me this Ace of Pentacle opportunity. You know, I need to go out there and, you know, still showcase myself where I need to showcase myself. And, you know, be seen for the star who I am, you know. So here's the third deck, guys. I appreciate you for still being here with me. If you are here with me, I appreciate it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, please, and thank you, and only if you like. So here you have the Knight of Cups, which was some card that I did get down here. So in terms of love, you're just waiting. You're waiting on love. You're not looking for it. You're waiting on it. And like I said in other videos, you know what love is. Love talks to you in different ways. And here you have the the Knight of Coins in reverse. So that means that you're not taking your time. You're not being methodical. You're not, you know, you're just going. You're just moving, you know. You're going with the flow right now. It's not a methodical anything. You're just going. There you are. You're like, well, usually I take my time, but, you know, I got work to do, you know. And I'm just moving. I'm just speaking. I'm talking. I'm saying how I feel, you know. And wow, 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles, and that's where you want to be. You just want to be in a successful place, so you and whoever is in your family is, wow, happy. So you have here the Four of Wands. So you want to have a great celebration, a great home, a great equal counterpart, and preferably with someone that makes you feel comfortable. It could be somebody that you know in some right, you know, maybe as a child, maybe you passed, like maybe you knew him but didn't know him, you know, like you used to play at the park or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's someone that you worked with. It's some form of something. And now we have the Eight of Swords. So I think this is in terms of, yeah, wow, and then the Five of Swords. So you've overthought it, doubted yourself, doubted if you should, doubted this and doubted that about this individual. Wow. That said X, Y, and Z, but didn't do it. Almost like the other read that I had the other day, like there were a bunch of talk and no action. So things will be balanced out for you, and when and how, that's for the universe to present it to you how it's presented to you. But you will know if this person, you will know if this person is for you. I want to go another deck in, but the read will be so long. So now, guys, I'm going to pull out this other deck that I have here. And just get 3 cards. Excuse me, I'm really hungry. But I always fast Friday night to Saturday midday. I rarely ever do the 24-hour fast. Rarely. But I do them. But not often. They're very difficult to do. Very difficult. I have to be very focused. So, okay, guys. Even though I'm almost there, what time is it? Almost 3? It'll be like 5 hours before I do the 24. So, I mean, it's not impossible. But a lot of times I just try to hit like 16 hours, something like that. Okay, alright. So, this deck, like I said, has biblical meanings on them. Hebrew words, so on and so forth. Just to kind of top it off, see what else is said and given. But on this regular tarot end of things, it just looks like you know better. Like, you know that you can't just take people's word. They have to have action. You know, and you want to get married, and you're just speaking up for yourself, like in all areas, wherever, however. And when the opportunity comes, because it's going to come, you know, just be ready for it, you know. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay, what's at the bottom today? The High Priestess card. And so it says Kether to Tephereth. So the Kether is the crown, and Tephereth is beauty, or the Messiah. So, or Tephereth to Kether, like you have to go up to the crown. So, let's see, on here it says path 13. And we're number 13, right? The Mother Earth, the High Priestess, is like spirit, okay? You have God, the Spirit, and the Son, okay? And wisdom is the woman, okay? And women have a high intuition. So, okay, so, oh, right, traits, intuition. You see that? And the moon. Didn't we have the moon card already? Yeah, you have the moon card. Oh. So, but that was in terms of this person being hiding some things from you, but you felt something was off because you have the Two of Swords. And yeah, let's see what we get. I only want one at a time so I can really kind of read what's going on. Wow, look what it says at the bottom. Just without us even knowing what else is going on, it says new endeavor. Wow, that's an ace. Is that the Ace of Swords? Yo, I'm done. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords over here at the bottom of the deck. Because you just want clarity just all the way around, you know. You want things to be truthful, honest, you know, people to be loyal and so on and so forth. And then at the bottom it says the Tree of Life. And this is a tetragrammaton, like, you know, you have to go through certain steps. They call them sephiras to get to the Kether, which is the God above, and the number there at the bottom is 10. That breaks down to a 1. And today is the 10th. Oh, whoa. Fell on the ground. And it fell like this. And so I'm going to turn it around this way, because I'm not going to take any reverses with this. And I have the number 22, which is the angel and the angel number and a master number, okay? And there it says Geburah to Teferet. So I want to believe Geburah is strength, or it's mercy. Hold on one second. Yeah, Geburah is strength. I'm sorry. Mercy is a different word. So I was right the first time. Never second guess yourself. So this is strength to beauty, or strength to the Messiah. Okay, and traits here is honesty and judgment. And you got your judgment card, and you got justice. I forgot that. You had justice, and you had the I said that this was judgment. I'm sorry, I think this was the hangman. This was the hangman card. So you were in perspective, you know, trying to get a perspective about what was going on. That's all it is. I said judgment, so my fault there. But however the case, here is justice. Okay, so you got justice double times. You know, justice will prevail. Because you are a faithful being unto the things that you understand, or you know, or whatever, however. So let me now read into this a little bit. Okay, let me find the Ace of Swords first. And guys, this book is not normal, so it's kind of all chopped up in different sections. Yeah, so this is the Ace of Swords card. And so it says here, it says, description. The Ace of Swords is titled New Endeavor and represents the start of something new. In a deck of cards that does not have a unique image associated with the pip cards, the topic of the endeavor is determined by the traits of the suit. Wands, clubs, spiritual. Cups, hearts, emotional. Swords, spades, conflict. Pentacles, diamonds, career. In the Rota Mundi Tarot, which is this card shows the mountain of the adepts and the elements and the construction of the philosopher's stone, and represents the beginning of the great work. The outside of the mountain contains the 7 classic planets, which represent the different metals of alchemy. At the base of the mountain is a blindfolded man, representing someone who is blinded to the mysteries of God. Matthew 13:13. To discover the secrets of alchemy, one must go into the rabbit hole and complete the alchemy process from within oneself. Inside the mountain, in parentheses it says, representing the house of wisdom inside the initiate, then it says, are the 7 steps in the alchemical process which leads to the union of the sun and the moon, which in parentheses says red king and white queen. And then it says, and the phoenix being reborn from its own ashes. At the top, the Ancient of Days and the Shekinah stand on opposite sides of the work they created. And the alchemical symbol of the squared circle is at its center, with the three primordial elements, Aleph, Mem, and Shin, from the Sefer, Yetzirah, added to the triangle. The Hebrew letter Yod at the top left corresponds to the Papa's method of assigning meanings to cards that do not have a unique image associated with them, in parentheses, on the basis of the Tetragrammaton. And then it says, and the meaning of generic cards is listed as the title of this card to enable the reader to quickly learn the patterns, so that any deck of tarot or playing cards can be used for cartomancy. I don't know what the hell that word is. Anyway, the aces of each suit could also be compared to the Sephirot, with Kether representing the first Sephirah, and the new endeavor or goal existing as an idea or concept, in parentheses, within the mind of God, to be pursued, in parentheses, made manifest. So basically, the new endeavor is climbing up the mountain, but first you have to go through the rabbit hole to figure out all the ins and outs and what is and what isn't. Kind of like to be able to stand in your truth, or to have this high intuition, power, and knowledge that comes from the Godhead himself. So anyway, let's go next down. It says the Tree of Life. So it says 10. I don't know if this is 10 of Pentacles. Yes, it is. Okay, so here it says description. The 10 of Pentacle card is titled the Tree of Life, and its shape differs from all previous cards in this suit. The previous cards used the tertiary tree, which was developed in 1652, excuse me. The version of the tree of the Sephirot used on the 10 of Pentacle cards is the Lurianic tree, which was developed by Rabbi Isaac Luria, okay, in the 16th century. For the most part, the Hebrew letters on the tertiary tree are in Aleph Bet order following the lightning path. The Lurianic tree is arranged according to the organization of the Hebrew letters in the Sefer Yetzirah. The three mother letters are placed on the three horizontal paths. The 7 double letters are associated with the 7 vertical paths, and the 12 single letters are placed on the diagonal path. The Lurianic tree is presented on this card not only for the reader's awareness, but as a reminder that mysticism is a personal journey. This book has provided mystical connections between the Kircher tree and the Rosicrucian tarot, but the Lurianic tree arranged the Hebrew letters in a completely different order. Contemplating the relationships between the Hebrew letters and their new arrangement on the path connecting the Sephirot on the Lurianic tree is outside the scope of this book, but the information is being presented to give the reader the option to explore the connections if they choose to. Below is a version of the Lurianic tree labeled with the major arcana and Hebrew letters for the reader's contemplation. path working on the Lurianic tree is similar to reading the tarot, but instead of comparing the meaning of a card to its position in the spread and the cards around it, you would compare the meaning of the Hebrew letter and the two sephiroths its path connects. There is no right way to practice mysticism. The goal is for the mystic to comprehend spiritual concepts and to build a relationship with God, which can be done with the Ketcher tree, Lurianic tree, or the cube of the Sephira Yetzirah. So this card here is this here. I don't know if you can see the words that well, but this says kingdom, foundation, glory, victory, beauty, might, mercy, understanding, crown, and wisdom. And then you have the sun, the world, lovers, priest, chariot, the high priestess, the hermit, emperor, the magician, tower, empress, the star, the devil, the wheel, death, hangman, temperance, the fool, and justice and strength. So I guess it's saying wherever you land, you know, like the other two that are connected to it, you know, oh, and the death, did I say the death? Or whatever. Like you have to go through these certain points to get up to the top. So, however, like you said, there's no right way to practice it. You know, it's about building your relationship with God. Ultimately, you're going to go through all these different levels, like I said, through the rabbit hole of trying to find the truth. You know, like I told my sister earlier this morning, she said, do you believe in Jesus? I said, I believe that his name was changed. I believe that there are a lot of people that were sent down to this planet to try to get people to understand that there is a greater God and he rules everything. There are lower level gods and there is the God, you know, and we went into this big conversation, but at the end of it all, I said, you know, you have to stand in your own truth. You know, you fight for what you believe to be is true. If you believe there's a God, keep searching for truth, because things have been manipulated, changed, taken out, hidden, all types of things here, period. So you have to do your own work, you know. Oh, where's the book? So last one here. You have justice. So justice will prevail at the end of the day. If you believe in God and you've been trying to live a better life, a holy life, a righteous life, whatever, you know, things will happen for you. So it says here, the 22nd path of wisdom connects Tefereth and Geburah, and is associated with the Justice Tarot card. The image on the Justice card is of King Solomon sitting on the throne of David. 1 Kings 1:37, similar to the High Priestess card. Solomon sits between two pillars with a veil behind him marking the entrance to the holiest of holies. The pillars are not labeled with B for Boaz and J for Jashin, but King Solomon is the one who constructed the temple, which is 1 Kings 7:21. He holds a sword in his right hand and a scale in the other, designating that he administers justice fairly, but he does not bear the sword in vain. Romans 13:4. It is by wisdom that Solomon ruled. Proverbs 8:12 through 16. In addition to being the person who constructed the first temple, Solomon is also known for his great wisdoms. Solomon took over as king when he was still a little child, but he humbly asked God for an understanding heart in order to judge his people. His request pleased God, who gave Solomon the gift of great wisdom. 1 Kings 3:6 through 14. The spirit of wisdom came upon Solomon. And then it says in parentheses, Wisdom 7:7. I don't know what the book Wisdom is. I don't know what book that is. But however the case, it says, and within his lifetime, he demonstrated wisdom and declared the woman wisdom to the world. And what was I saying before? What was I saying? Or where? I think I was reading out of here when I said intuition or something like that. I forget what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't know. I can't call it right now. Was it at the bottom of this deck? No, it wasn't. I don't know. But however the case. Let me continue. I'll be all over the place. Declared the woman wisdom to the world. So, it says here, King Solomon demonstrated his great wisdom when two women were arguing over a child. One of the woman's babies had died during the night, so they were each trying to claim the one living child as their own. Solomon called for his sword and said to divide the living child into two and give each woman a half. Then the child's true mother spoke up and withdrew her petition. Solomon determined that a loving mother would rather allow her child to live, even if it is to be raised by someone else, and therefore, after exposing the true mother, he allowed her to keep the living child. 1 Kings 3:16 through 28. As king of Israel, Solomon served as a judge of God's people and administered justice fairly, and was known for his great wisdom. And it goes on and on and on, a whole extra page over here, and I'm not going to go into all of that. So justice is served fairly, you know, when it comes from God and the angels and you believe. So keep doing your work, stay true to yourself, enjoy the rest of your day, and take care, all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.